Hi guys, today we're going to do a review of mostly Morphe products. Morphe has reinvented their products. They were first founded in 2008 and I think they've come a long way. We buy it here in Mecca Cosmetics and I must say I'm in love with some of their products and very affordable, cheaper than drugstore products, good quality products. So let's get into it. Let's show you what I have in my makeup kit and what are my favorites. So I don't have a Morphe foundation as the shade was quite light for me. I've already prepped my skin and I am going to take this opportunity to apply my Chanel. First time I fell in love with a Morphe product. I have had brushes from Morphe since then. They were so affordable and such a good quality. So I've got like all of these palettes from Morphe and this is my new acquisition and I'm going to use this one. So Morphe has been reinvented or relaunched with some of the awesome products that I've used in recent times, and they're very affordable, which is the key for a lot of us. And I buy so much of makeup, so if you can get good quality makeup, and I must say the price is cheaper than some of the drugstore, whereas the quality is amazing. For instance, I've got two of these concealers. This is the Wakeup Artist Sable 9.5N and this is Morphe 2. This is Peak of Soft Tan. So I'm going to use a combination of these two. Look at that foundation, the finish of that foundation. It's like a medium coverage and I forgot to apply my contour. So I'm going to apply my stick contour from Too Faced. And just with my hand, I'm just going to contour my nose. This is something new I've been doing, contouring my nose. I do take it to the inner corners of my eyes just to give that finish. And then I'm just going to apply contour with a brush. Just taking it on the brush, taking it on the back of my hand and then just applying it on my cheek. Just underneath my cheekbones is where I'm going. Just to highlight and enhance my cheekbones and to make it look sharper. You're just contouring the faces, the parts of your face, I mean. You're just contouring parts of your face to enhance your features. That's all you're doing. I like a little bit of a transition on my forehead as well and just under the jaw. Pulling it down into my neck, my sternocleidomastoid. So I don't have a bronzer, that's why I used the Too Faced. Now for the concealer, I'm going to use the Sable 9.5. This is one of the newer ones and I love this concealer. You just see what a finish it gives. I mostly try to use maximum of the concealers these days closest to my skin, then going lighter. The only places I apply a lighter concealer is when I want to highlight. So in the center of my face, I do on the nose, very little, and then I apply a couple of dots, inner corners, yes, corners of my mouth, yes. And that's pretty much it. Maybe a little bit there on top of that as well. And I'm just gonna let that dry. While it's drying, I'm gonna move on to the blush. For the blush, I'm using Morphe Hotshot. This is in the shade Fireball. This is a liquid blush. I'm just gonna apply very little of the blush. Just taking it on a brush and then just above that bronzer we applied and then just blending it in with the bronzer. And then I'm going in with the new Morphe Cheek Thrills Cabana Club Multifinish Face Trio. This is in the shade Cheek Thrills, and this looks very similar to my Patrick Tar. It's got 1 cream and 2 powder. So we're just going to take that little cream one, apply it, pull it to your temples, then going on to with the powder, I take the excess out because it is quite pigmented. You don't want to look like a clown, so I just go then we're going to blend the concealer. I'm going to apply that on my lids as well. I these days don't apply a lot of product on my lids because it's hard to blend considering the small space we're working. So whatever is under my eyes is what I pull into my, I made the mistake of pulling it just close to my lash line. Shouldn't have done that. Try and keep it away from your lash line. Sometimes it happens when you are sort of blending it in. So I keep it lower than my lash line. Make sure you blend your makeup well. I've got some on my eyelashes. Then I'm going to go with my sponge, my wet sponge. I'm just going to apply some setting spray. Then going in with my blush again. So whatever's left on that brush, I'm not going to apply more. Just blending into the concealer. I like the tip of the nose being a little bit pink as well. I like this brush from, I think it was a Nude by Nature. It is Thin Lizzy. This color, this is the Creme de la Creme, just to neutralize the eyelid and to set that concealer in place. Going all over the lid. Then I'm going to use this Sense and Sensibility. I like the fact that they've given the names underneath the palettes. Just makes it so easy to describe what shades you've used. I've moved on from my older palettes and I've been using more of the Morphe and the Mecca Max. I'm loving these palettes, and it doesn't give you a guilt trip either because of the affordability of these palettes. You can very well, you know, feel comfortable buying these, not feeling guilty about them. They're actually more affordable than some of the drugstore palettes, I would say. Just going to use a little bit of this. This is the Fancy That. One of my smaller Morphe brush is missing. I just need to find them, so I'm using my Fancy That shade from the Morphe palette to darken my crease and blending it in. Just a sort of a V is what you're going to give. I'm just going to pull that out so you can give a subtle elevation and a lift to your eyes as well. Layering your eyeshadow gives you the desired effect, and then just going with this Sense and Sensibility in the center of the eyes, which is a lighter shade, on top of the Creme de la Creme. Then I'm going to go with the Pretty Penny, which is a shimmer eyeshadow into the inner corners of my eyes, just to give it a little bit of brightening effect as well. You can hear a voice behind me. That is my son playing video game, and I can see his monitor. He doesn't see my videos. So that's two birds in one. I sit here when he's playing video game. This is one way to keep your kids safe. Done my eyeliner. Now I'm just gonna line underneath the lash line with the dark brown. This is the fancy, or actually the dark money. Using a powder eyeshadow gives a much softer look than going with liquid liner in your lower lash line. I do use the liquid liner in the inner corners because it just is hard to get the finish with the powder. Maybelline the Falsies Lash Lift. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Then getting the product on the brush. This is one mascara that gives that little bit of lift. Maybelline as the best mascaras, I would say. I haven't got the YSL, but I've heard people saying that that is the best mascara, and it's on my radar to buy. I'm waiting for a sale. And then we're going to tight line, because I forgot to tight line my upper lash. If you want to, you can go just near the waterline with your gel, so it doesn't look so empty. I will stop here. I won't go further than that. I just like that gap there. And then we're gonna give the lip a go. For the lip, I'm going to use the new crayon pencil from Morphe. This is a multi-purpose pencil. I love this. This is in the shade Fresh Fig. It's similar to the Makeup Forever pencils, but much cheaper. And then what I do is, just underneath there, just for a little bit of brightness, I go underneath that powder with the same pencil. It's very subtle, but when you see the overall look, it just brightens and makes the look a bit softer. And that is it. For the lip, I'm going to use my Soulmate Morphe Velvette Lip Mousse. This is in the shade Other Half. I wanted the pencil as well, but they were not in stock, so I ordered it. It's on its way. They offered to deliver it for free. That was very kind of them. I love this lip mousse. It just blends in so well. The last thing to do is to use your Morphe setting powder, because we did apply concealer. So I'm just going to take it with my Sephora puff, evenly coat it, and just go only wherever I applied concealer and there is a likelihood of it to crease. And that, my friends, is the finished look. I don't have a setting spray from Morphe, so I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Double Fixer. This is supposed to be oh, I like that spray. So slow and perfect. And it's supposed to be anti-humid as well. And that is the finished look with mostly Morphe products. I am loving so many of those products. The liquid blush, the Morphe setting powder is so good. The souffle is good. The new pencil, perfect. You can use it under your eyes and you can use it as an eyeliner on the lips. And then the blush, I love this. The only thing is it doesn't last as long as the Patrick Tar blush, but the concealer is the best of the lot. This one is worth spending your money on. It just gives such a flawless finish. I've just given a full coverage foundation look today and it's looking brilliant. I am in love with how my makeup is looking. Just to mention the Too Faced Contour Stick and the Superstay Maybelline Double Fixer is worth investing in as well. And I hope you like this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, guys.